Before we get started, I wanted to announce that I will be at Dear Lolita, an event in Toronto for Lolitas run by Lolitas. The guest for this event is Triple Fortune, and it's being held at the Old Mill in Toronto, July 5th and 6th. Tickets are on sale now. I'm going to be there as press, so if you see me, please feel free to say hi, and if you are comfortable being on camera, I can film your coordinate. If you are not a Toronto local, don't worry because I'll be making a video all about this event. Stay tuned. I'm really feeling this coordinate today. I'm feeling the black hair with the pink and the brown. I don't do it very often, but I'm feeling it. I'm into it. Hello friends! Some of you might remember that my Fixing Coordinates series actually started from a blindfolded coordinate challenge where Holly helped me pick out a coordinate blindfolded and it was terrible, and then I made a video talking about how I would fix it, and then from there I got the idea to take submissions for coordinates that you would like me to fix or kind of reevaluate on how to wear differently. I feel like it's been too long since I've been on the chopping block and been criticized. I also wanted to talk about my Patreon, and I have a really hard time self-promoting. I know maybe it doesn't seem that way to you, but every time I do, it is painful struggle to me. I made a Patreon a few months ago now, and I made a whole video explaining it, which I have not put out because it makes me uncomfortable. I could tell you all about Tyler's Patreon, I could tell you all about Princess Peachy's Patreon, Angelina's Patreon, I could talk about my friends. When it comes to talking about myself, don't like it. What I decided to do was to give my patrons the chance to fix some of my coordinates so that, you know, we could get them involved in doing things, and maybe it'll make you want to get involved in doing things and help me make videos. But the tea is that I don't dislike all of these coordinates. I actually am really fond of some of them. So I thought that it would be interesting to take constructive criticism and see what people think about them and kind of talk about why I made certain choices and what these coordinates were for. It might help you kind of understand how to put some of your own style into Lolita, make you feel more comfortable to put some of your own style into Lolita, and also how to receive constructive criticism. Oh, what's constructive criticism, you might ask? Well, I was gonna make a video all about it, and then basically Tyler made it.
And Lolita asked for examples and ended on the assurance that she intended to make a video about the entire shebang for the benefit of the EGL community. And without further ado, welcome to the actual point of this torturous exercise.
I will be making a video about constructive criticism, but it's gonna be different now, since the one I was gonna make is essentially the same one that Tyler made. But go watch her video because she does make really good points and they are really important. If you wanted to know about more constructive criticism, in this video you'll basically see constructive criticism in action. We'll talk about it, and then in the future I'm gonna make another video specifically about that. So I asked on my Patreon for constructive criticism. I even said people can read me, roast me, whatever you want, and people still included disclaimers. You don't have to include disclaimers. I asked for this, it's totally fine. Join my Patreon to roast me, read me to filth, it's fine. People often get the idea that I'm this soft little being who must be protected because I'm fragile. But I am not that way at all. I was in high school from 2004 to 2008 in a very conservative area. I bet you somebody is gonna comment, I was born in 2004. And to you, I say, it gets better. And I was seen. And I'm gay, so I've heard it all. I'm so hip, I was bullied before Lolita. So I can take anything anyone dishes out. I've also been on the internet since melodramatic.com. I don't know if anyone out there knows what melodramatic.com is, maybe not outside of California. LiveJournal, MySpace, I'm old. I have very thick skin. Alright, so my first coordinate I actually only wore for about an hour. And I wore it because it was the cheapest coordinate I could put together at the time. And I was doing it for my friend Oli's project where she was kind of looking at different people's price breakdowns of their coordinates, whether it be really expensive or really cheap, and she wanted to just show a range that, you know, different people have different wardrobes. It's a really interesting post, and I will share it in the description. It's on Tumblr. It's a bit older now, but still really interesting. But yeah, I put this coordinate together because it was the absolute cheapest cord I could put together at the time. The dress I got for like $80 because it was damaged and I fixed it. I made the crown, but I do not like this coordinate at all. I actually sold this dress and I would like to rebuy it actually in a different cut. So maybe I can use this advice for if I do buy this dress again. Let's see what people have to say. What if your shoes match the hot pink? Not sure if this is the right color in the dress and in your flower crown. I think they would pop a little more down there against the light colored socks. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I agree with that. There's so many pinks in this dress to pick from that there's definitely a lot to play with. And yeah, these shoes don't totally go with it, or something about them is kind of thrown off. They're a little bit too blue pink. I also really love the crown headpiece, and I feel like it's sort of getting lost in the flowers. Yeah, I think that maybe I could have used smaller flowers because the flowers are quite large and they're almost the size of the crown, and I could have like moved them down a little bit to have a little bit more space. I think it would have been better to put like smaller flowers around there and maybe like some smaller flowers in my bangs. I would love to see this with a blouse with short flat sleeves and a peignoir on top. Short flat sleeves. I don't know what that would mean. A white blouse from your Swan Kiss Lucky Pack. Oh, yeah, because that blouse has like floral lace. That would be really cute with this. Wrists look a little bare, but I might also like doing ruffle ankle socks. Would be cute addition. I do agree that everything else is very OTT and then my wrists have like nothing on them. My heart jumped at this cord. The accessories are just amazing. However, the blonde wig seems to blend with the dress print. So maybe a light strawberry blonde or ginger wig would suit it better, as I rarely see ginger Lolita looks. I think that would actually look really cute. I'm pretty sure I wore this with a red wig, this dress with a red wig at another point, but I do agree. I think that even if this wig was a bob, it would have been better, but because it's like all really platinum blonde and it's pulling down over my dress, it does, you're absolutely correct, it does blend together and it makes my skin tone look kind of strange too. I do have pink undertones and I feel like this wig kind of amplified that in a not great way. I think that you're right, a light strawberry blonde or ginger wig that was maybe like short and like floofy out this way would have been really, really cute, and I will definitely consider that if I buy this dress again. I absolutely love, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with it, and I will defend it to my grave. But I do recognize that this coordinate is not very stereotypical Lolita. It is very me and my own style. My inspiration behind this coordinate is that I wear honey cake really similar every single time, so I wanted to try something different, and I kind of took a risk with it. But I really like how it turned out. Part of my inspiration for this too was to lean more towards 1960s kitsch style, so it is a little bit like clashy, and I will defend this coordinate. But I'd like to kind of see what people have to say about it, because I really always look for more ways to coordinate honey cake. I feel like I should make a video, especially with honey cake being re-released, of like multiple ways to coordinate that piece. Would you all be interested in that? Let me know in the comments. I also want to explain why I made the choices that I did, and it might help you if you want to try experimenting alternatively with your Lolita. I feel like the accessories all try to match a specific color in the print, but they don't really all match together. I think that you may have picked these shoes to be comfortable at the event, but I would have used that brown color a little more throughout the coordinate. Maybe picking more brown accessories in the head and wrists. I would pick red shoes and maybe red wrist cuffs to match the bows on your head. I really like the red with this coordinate and the pancake accessories too. I recently did get new red shoes. My old red shoes broke. I also got a new red blouse, which I'm really excited to try to style with this. I did choose these shoes specifically for comfort at this con, but I like how they turned out. I wouldn't change them for this coordinate, but I will wear this with red shoes in the future because I'm really excited about the red shoes that I got. They're real cute. And yeah, I don't have red wrist cuffs, but that's a really great idea, and I should look for red wrist cuffs that match my shoes, because I'm pretty sure they match my headpiece as well. Firstly, I'd like to say this coord is perfect and I love it. Thank you for understanding me. I'm no kind of Lolita expert, so this isn't really a critique, but rather suggestions for next time. I love the red bow in this, and I was thinking how cute it would be to pair this coord with more red accessories. I think that I usually play it safe with small red accessories, but I would like to try more red. This coord feels like it's trying to lean more casual, so I'd get rid of the pattern tights and replace them with low, ruffly socks. There's also not much, if any, pink in the print, so I'd replace the earrings with something yellow or go without them. If you wanted to dress it up, I'd change the blouse to something shorter and put on some pretty wrist cuffs. I think this would be amazing to dress up with some BB&B accessories. I've never thought to look for red BB&B accessories. I don't know that they even have any. They probably do, because they do. I think they have strawberry pieces, but that's a great suggestion. I will look at BB&B specifically for red. I'm confused because I feel like this blouse and this coordinate is really fancy, so does the blouse read as casual? Low ruffly socks is a great idea. I'm not sure if I've ever coordinated honey cake with ruffly socks, but I definitely do have them, and that would be a great suggestion to do it in more of a country Lolita way. I should wear it with my boater hat and like ruffly socks and red shoes. The earrings! There's a couple comments about the earrings, and there was comments on Instagram about the earrings. People weren't happy with the earrings. Here's my thought about the earrings, because I love them. My idea was that the earrings do not match really anything in the print. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything that they actually match. But hear me out. Okay, so they're more of a peachy pink, which is like an orangey pink. And there's red and yellow in the print, and red and yellow make orange. So...
Honey, that's a reach.
I wanted to have my hair up, but to be completely honest with you, I'm insecure about my ears because they used to be stretched. So I have little butthole ears, and when I don't wear earrings in them, I feel like they're just on display like buttholes, and like I should own it like Pom Pom Purin and just be like, my cute butthole ears. But I always try to like distract from them. I just really like how this color looks with red and yellow and black. I do like your suggestion of changing the colors. Okay, so I hate this coord. I hated this coordinate even when I was wearing it. When Eternal Rose Bouquet came out, something happened to me and I just lost my mind for it. Now, I don't get it. I don't really like it. I don't understand. Maybe my style has changed since then, or maybe, you know, I got it and I wore it and I lived out my journey with it and it came to an end and now I'm over it. And then once I got it, I found that I couldn't really wear it that many ways because it's a one piece, it has sleeves, but not only that, it's very elegant and the sleeves are very princessy, and so you can't really wear it casually at all. And this coordinate was an attempt to wear it casually, and I knew once I got to this meet that it didn't work. So I'm really interested to see what people have to say about this because I absolutely hate this coord. I'd love to see you work more with the blues in this dress. Oh, that would be really cute. Blue shoes or blue headpieces. Like, I don't think I ever wore this with it, but this probably would have been cute. This is blue. It probably looks really washed out, but this is blue. I really like this coordinate very much. I would have maybe used a head bow with the bow of the dress. In this picture, it looks more like a lavender bow, and I don't see lavender on the dress. The bow's actually white, and it's a white that doesn't really match anything in the dress. I think it might look lavender because of the shadows on it, But yeah, this headbow was like pure white. It didn't match. But it wasn't lavender, but it still didn't match. I completely agree that I should have changed the headbow. I agree with the blue suggestion. A dusty lavender might also look pretty with the dusty pink. Huh. Those comments kind of contradict each other. I would have loved to see a sax headbow with this. Me too! I think of all the ways I styled it, I never wore a sax headbow with it, and I really should have. But I am a sucker for bonnets too. I never wore a bonnet with this, I don't think. A bonnet would be really cute because it's very, I don't normally like bonnets, but with this very over-the-top, very elegant, princessy look, it would have looked very nice with the bonnet. Them socks gotta go, girl. It's not even the color, it's just the way they sit around your ankles and in the shoes. Love the hair color on the wig. Agreed. These socks I don't wear like this anymore. I usually scrunch them up around my ankles instead of wearing them all the way up because they're like a knit material, so when they're worn all the way pulled up, no matter what, the ankles are kind of weird. I completely agree with you. Okay, this coordinate was from my lookbook video, my Wrapping Heart lookbook video, and I don't know how I feel about this cord. I don't think that this blouse works with it, and like I'm insecure about wigs that don't have bangs. I have had bangs for like 20 years, so anytime I don't wear bangs, I'm like, what am I doing? But I do think that people can wear Lolita without bangs. It's just a personal thing. So I try to like represent not wearing bangs, but then I don't know what to do. I guess some background information that you should know about this coordinate is that I filmed this video in my friend's place because he had big enough backdrops. I don't have big enough backdrops to have my shoes covered, and I wanted to do like a full body look. And I brought everything in a suitcase, and I tried to pre-plan things, but when I got there, I kind of spread everything out and just like threw it together, and it took me 3 or 4 hours and just to set everything up and to film each look, and I got so sweaty and I was so tired. I definitely had more things that I was gonna wear with each look, but I would just kind of get through it and be like, oh, this is good enough, whatever, I'll just do this, it's fine, because I wanted to finish it and it was so much work. I do like this coordinate a little bit, but I think that it needs some help, and I'm curious to see other ways that people suggest for it. Especially considering I made a video with a bunch of other looks with this dress. Add a short blonde wig and wear a short sleeve white or light blue blouse. Oh. With light blue shoes and lavender socks. A little crazy, but might look cute. Oh, blue shoes with lavender socks. I think they would work with Wrapping Heart because Wrapping Heart has so much blue and purple and pink and so many colors. I think this is a great suggestion. First off, this colorway is valid. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really love that wig and the holographic bag and shoes with this. I think it'd be cute to swap out the hat for a bunch of hair accessories and go a little more OTT sweet. A couple bows in different colors from the print, maybe even a present shaped headpiece. Oh, that would be great. I would really love to do that. Yeah, that would give me some great 2013 OTT Suite vibes. I would love to make a present headpiece for that, or even like multiple little presents like scattered about on top and then like build bows around it. Oh, yes. My roommate is watching Westworld and I wish that I was watching Westworld. The only thing I would try is maybe to replace the gray wig with one of your rainbow wigs. It might match the holographic of the bag and shoes and all the colors of the dress. I don't feel that the wig color complements your face. You have other wigs that suit you better, but I see where you were going to match the silver in the holographic, but it's a little bit dull. Oh, I'm glad that like as I was reading this, I was thinking like, but I was trying to go with like the silver and the holographic. Yeah, I think I do like this hair color on me, but yeah, I did not know what I was doing when it comes to styling it. Kind of curious how one of my rainbow wigs would look with this. Or maybe even I have this wig from Minty Mix that is gray, silver, white, purple. It's called the marshmallow wig, and it looks different in like every color. So I'm kind of curious how it would work out with it. Okay, last coordinate. This cord, I feel shh, quiet, sleep. This coordinate I feel like was so controversial because I got so much responses from both sides of the spectrum. There were people who absolutely hated this coordinate and were so angered by it. And then there were people that so adamantly loved it, and I had so much fan art of this coordinate. And thank you so much for all the support. I was totally experimenting with this one, and I don't really like how it turned out at all, and I ended up selling this dress. It's really cute. I just don't feel like I have the right pieces to coordinate it, and I just don't feel like I would get that much use out of it. After I wore this, it kind of just sat around, and I kept trying things out with it but wasn't really happy with it. My plan behind this coordinate was actually a lot different because I thought that my hair was going to be a different color, and then it ended up being a lot more green than I had anticipated. I thought my hair was going to be really blue, and I was going to wear a white blouse with this and have like my blue hair match the blues in the print. So cute. I'm just as inexperienced with Menhera as I am with Lolita, but I like the gauze and the tiers are really well done. I think your bangs are hiding your pom-poms though, because it took me a minute to notice them. So maybe a darker color pom. I agree, the pom-poms were too close to my blouse color and my hair color. I feel like if I had gone with a purple or a pink one, it would have stood out more and looked better. Also, sorry if connecting the dots incorrectly, but maybe you try to tie the shoes in with the little holographic bow on your wrist. I think more hollow accessories should do the trick, like maybe hollow bows on each bun instead of the pink one. That's a great idea. I had just gotten these shoes when I put this coordinate together, and I didn't really know how to incorporate them at all. I think you're absolutely right. I should have incorporated more holographic in my accessories. I could have done it in my earrings too, or like put things on my blouse. I love that you went with the blue in the print as your accent color. I was thinking it would be cute if you went in more of a nurse direction rather than a patient direction with this cord. I absolutely should have done that, and I didn't. Now I am rethinking this whole thing. Yeah, I have some really cute otaku and Puvithel nurse headdresses that would be really cute with this. That's a really good idea. Thank you so much to my patrons. Thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for all of your suggestions. I will definitely keep them in mind. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of the comments. There was a lot, and I want to keep this video not too long. I will definitely try out some of your suggestions and keep them in mind for future coordinates. Even those of you who feel like you aren't experienced enough to give Lolita advice or suggestions, the fact that you watch my videos means that you do have some knowledge. Probably more than you think, and I also like to hear from people who are inexperienced or even total outsiders, because as someone who's been in Lolita for a long time, I find that sometimes I default into the same sort of things repeatedly, so getting a fresh take and a new look at something can be really helpful and interesting. It's also nice to hear from longtime Lolitas too, because we all have slightly different styles and influences. Thank you so much. I hope that by me explaining some of my weird style choices too might help some of you experiment with your clothes and try new things. And don't worry, even if you end up hating it later, you always learn something from it and it will help you just continue to try new looks and find the things that you like. Stay tuned on my Patreon for more ways that you can be involved with my videos, and as always, stay lovely.